Hey, players. So I'm here with Shervin Azar, who is a high school student, just like many of you guys, that is out there chasing his goals, making moves, and accomplishing his dreams. He's an author and an inspiring speaker, and I'm so happy to have him here to talk with you guys.
This is the Just Beats. You're watching the Just Beat.
Thank you so much for coming on here, Shervin. I think your story is super inspirational, and the things you've gone through and experienced, I think, can help inspire a lot of teenagers who really need to learn to kind of focus their lives and accomplish what they want, but they're dealing with a lot. So I want to hear your story, and hopefully other people can relate to that.
First of all, Josh, thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it. And my story is very long. So I came to this country in 2012 when I was 8. I didn't know zero word of English, so I came to Toronto, and then after a year of staying there, my dad got a job opportunity. We went to Moncton, New Brunswick, which is extremely cold, by the way. And then after that, we came to after that year, we came to British Columbia, Abbotsford, and then we stayed there for 3 years. And during this time, I spent most of my time studying English and prepping for my future, which was being an author and motivational speaker to inspire others.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you're an author, like, I just wrote my first book and I'm 31 years old. And you wrote your book at what age did you write it again?
I wrote it when I was, I started at 11, I ended when I was 12.
That's crazy, man. Like, first off, congrats on that. Like, that's an amazing feat, I think, writing a book. I think what's also really cool about, especially the book that you wrote, is that it's the process of kind of putting together your thoughts and your feelings and your experiences and being able to turn that into something that other people can read and enjoy. That's so special to be able to have that, so that you can say, hey, look, this is my story, and this is, hopefully can inspire you in some way. As you were writing the book, what was kind of your process for putting it together and writing it?
Well, I was just trying to relate my experiences to what teens and preteens could take away from their real life experience. So each step I went through, because immigration is really hard, it actually associates a lot to what you do in real life. So I connected those, and I did a lot of stuff on success, courage, and goal determining, because myself, I determine my goals a lot, and I finally achieved my goals. So that was a big A+ for me.
Yeah, man. I think it's awesome. It's like, it's cool to be able to share your thoughts and ideas with the world like that. One other thing I wanted to ask about the book too. So what was the process like in getting the book published? Did you work with a publisher, or did you self-publish it?
I self-published it in CreateSpace, Amazon.
That's awesome. So is it a print book that people can order the print copy, or is it only digital copy?
Both.
Awesome. Hey, dude, it takes a lot of work to put together a book and to put it out there. So I'm super proud of you.
And this new book of mine it's about 3.5 size the first book. So.
Oh, wow. I can't wait for it, man. I'm curious, like, when you were in the process of writing the book and doing all the things you're doing, how did the people around you, like your classmates, how did they kind of see that? Did they kind of like make fun of you for it, think it was weird? Like, what was everyone else's opinion of that?
Fairly, it was fairly mostly positive reactions. Thank God. So some people were jealous, and to this day are still jealous. But you can't really do anything about the haters. But you should instead focus on the good people around your life and try to make a friend circle out of those people, because the only environment a plant can grow in is a friendly one, and the same goes for humans, man. You need very positive friends that can encourage you to do better, and sometimes even a friendly rivalry can help you to become a better person in life.
Yeah, absolutely. I think having someone that's also goal focused, that you can kind of like say, well, I'm trying this and they're trying that, and you guys kind of compete with each other, helps push both people to grow. What is the saying? All the boats rise with the tide when the tide goes up. So it's like, when you go up, everyone else goes up too. When you spread positivity, like that carries forward, and people kind of really feel that. But I want to go back to what you were saying there, that like some people were kind of jealous And some people kind of, I'm sure some people looked at it like, oh, that's weird. Like, oh, no one cares about your story. No one cares about what you have to say. And I think that's something a lot of teenagers struggle with, where they feel like their voice or their experience, what they're going through, like they get that negative thought in their mind, like, oh, what I have to say doesn't matter. So what convinced you to realize, like, no, what I have to say matters, and it's important for me to share my story?
So, just when you get those, words really, really hurt, but what you have to do is put those away and just focus on yourself. Focus on your own abilities and what you can accomplish. And say, after all I've went through, after all my parents have went through, after all the experiences that have happened to me, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna get my goals straight. Forget about everybody else. I'm gonna plan my goals ahead, achieve those goals step by step, become more successful in what is meaningful to me. I will go out there and make something meaningful of myself. Even if I fail, I will get back up. I will not let others get to me, and I will finally succeed. Don't know when, don't know where, but I will finally achieve it someday. That's my thinking style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's important to develop that early on, because I think it's easy to start falling into the idea of like, well, I want other people to like me, so I'm just going to kind of conform to what everyone else is doing, and I'm not going to be my own person or be unique just because I feel like, oh, well, other people might think I'm weird, and I don't want people to think I'm weird, you know? So it's easy to get sucked into the kind of other people's directions, but it's important to define your own, because if you create your own direction, it's like as you move forward, as you get older, as you sharpen your skills, you become so much more knowledgeable in what matters, you know? And what would you say, what are some of the things that matter to you? Like, what are the things that you really care about?
Oh, some things that I really care about is I make sure to keep my professional life out of my normal life, because work and friends are separate things. Another thing is I really try to oversee the future and plan to the future. I don't really go with the present. I just see the future a lot, because present and the past, sure, like, so things happen and things are going to happen, but you can't really do anything about those. You have to put them behind you and learn from them. The most important thing is learn, because many people just repeat their mistakes and keep on repeating them. You learn from them and you plan accordingly. And then when you achieve those become more satisfying, as I would say.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely, like looking at your past mistakes or things you've gone through and being able to reflect on them really gives you kind of this hindsight of like, if you run into a situation in the future that's similar, it's like, hey, wait a second, I've gone through something like this before. I know how to handle it, you know? One of the things you kind of, or not even just one, but like one of the main things that your book is kind of centralized on is kind of your story and your experience in coming to the country. And I know that there's a lot of people that feel insecure about maybe not being able to speak English well, or not really feeling comfortable with the culture or different groups of people. How did you kind of like manage that? Not really feeling like right from the beginning, like you're coming from a different culture and a different background and you're entering this new world. How did you feel kind of integrating, and was that hard for you? Was it easy?
Oh, at first I didn't have any friends, and then, not gonna lie, I didn't have any friends, so I practiced. That was a really big motivation for me, because I was a really social person in my home country, which is Iran. So I really tried hard here to learn English. But as you get moving, it goes like on it goes really fast. Things go really fast for you. So, and then I also practiced the skill that always never manages to disappoint me, which is humor. So humor can really help you in communication. Even if you have low English, humor can really help you in that. But yeah, humor really helped me. And then as I got learning, I learned faster and faster. And the more I tried to speak, the more that helped me. And now I'm pretty good at my English, and I'm also working on my second book, which is really nice.
That's awesome. What's your second book going to focus on?
Beast Mode: The Antidote to Teenagehood. I guess that explains a lot.
That's awesome, man. I like the title. I like the title a lot. That's cool, man. So, in terms of like your friends and the people you surround yourself with, you mentioned that it's important to surround yourself with a positive group of people that want to bring you up. What are some of your friends? What are some of their goals too? And do you feel like their goals kind of align similarly to yours?
My friends, yeah, they have a lot of personal goals. Like one of my friends, Harlan, wants to be an animator, and I really respect that, and I try to help him every day with that. And one of my friends wants to be a mechanical engineer, and I help him with that. I just see that the hopes that you have, the hopes and dreams that you have for the future, they give you a motivation to start now, to start acting right now, so you can have that goal in the future. Well, what I thought of myself when I started first writing, I thought of myself as this really successful and famous author or motivational speaker. And I said, so that's my goal right there. What do I have to do to achieve that goal? Well, what do I have to do to just surpass that? And I started planning daily on what I needed to do to achieve that. And I'm really glad to say that things are really working out for me. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, and it's so important to have a clear focus as to what you want. One thing that I try to always remember too is that along with kind of having, let's say, business focused goals, it's also important to have just general life goals for your own health and well-being. And that could center around a hobby or things that you do that you're interested in. I see in the background you have a guitar chords poster. Is guitar something you like to do for fun?
Yeah, I play guitar, clarinet, and a little bit of saxophone. But yeah, I like guitar.
That's awesome, man. So outside of like your business related goals, what are some of the personal things that you want to just develop and work on and just to grow as a person?
I really like speaking a lot. About public speaking is one of my passions. I'm learning a second language. Well, no, I've already kind of learned a second language because I entered late French for middle school. I know French, but I want to get to know learn more languages, and yeah, I want to develop more strong relationships with my friends and family.
So you were also featured on Dragon's Den. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what that experience is like and what Dragon's Den is?
Dragons Den is like Shark Tank if you live in the U.S. It's an entrepreneur show where entrepreneurs come in and there's business moguls, and if they like your idea, they invest in you. So I went in Dragons Den with the idea of my book, and well, no, it was a published book, but I went in there and I absolutely amazed them. And the thing is, the I really improved most of it because I'm really good at improv myself. So I did that, and they really enjoyed the pitch that I had to give. So they took the deal, all six of them, which was really amazing. Yeah, they all took it, and it was like $3,000 for a 50-cent royalty and 10% speaking tour. 20% speaking tour, and yeah, man, I took it. I took the opportunity, and the funny thing is, I always say to teens to always take the opportunity. When I saw that, I got the newspaper one day. I was reading it, and I read about dragons and auditions, and I just immediately, I didn't even think about it twice. I told my mom, "Let's go do the audition," and I knew I was going to get accepted like the first moment because I believed in myself, and that's what all teens should do. They should believe in their abilities and in themselves, man.
Definitely. And I saw the clip. I'll link it up for you guys so you guys can watch it. He just kills it in there. He walks in super confident. You walk in super confident, man, and you just kill it, I got to say. If a kid came up to you in school and is like, "Hey, man, like, I'm really struggling with feeling confident about myself. Like, I don't believe in myself. I don't think that anyone would take me seriously." What kind of advice would you give to them?
Absolutely dump what others think of you in your own mind and focus on yourself and what you need to do, and keep on developing until you reach that level of confidence. Whenever people ask me how are you never nervous before you do a public speech or public session, I'm like, I don't really care what the audience thinks of me. I care about what I think of myself and how I'm going to present that, because I don't really care what other people think of me. As long as me myself, I am happy with who I am and what I am becoming, that is good. That is a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all teens should adopt that into their own lives.
That's awesome, man. So where do you kind of see yourself in, let's say, 5 years from now? Do you see yourself in college? Do you see yourself just out there speaking and touring around? Do you see yourself as a writer? Where do you kind of envision your future?
Well, life's really complicated because you have to see where life takes you. Like like what will happen. But according to my circumstances, I will always be what I think and consider for myself to be successful. Yes.
That's awesome, man. Hey, look, you do have to kind of take it day by day. Everything is small steps. It's
Yes.
important to see the path ahead, but to realize that it's small steps to get there.
Yeah, Tony Robbins has a really good quote. He says, "People overestimate what they can achieve in a year, and people underestimate what they can achieve in a decade." I really love that quote.
It's 100% true, man. How do your parents feel about everything that you're doing? Are they like excited, 100% behind it?
My parents are extremely proud of me, and this is one of my motivations daily. I live to make them proud. They came all the way from Iran to this to Canada for me, and I have to repay that debt with all the achievement and success I have to get. So, yeah.
That's awesome to hear, man. Hey, look, I think that you're doing an amazing thing. You're inspiring and changing so many lives. And I think I'm excited knowing that I can watch you grow and watch you inspire so many others, because that helps me realize that like there are people out there in the world like yourself and like myself that really want to make a difference and really want to help people learn how to be their best selves. So if you had any kind of final imparting wisdom that you'd want to share with other kids your age that are watching this video, because people, generally teenagers, are watching my videos and, you know, they're learning how to be their best selves. If you have anything you really wanted to share to help them say to themselves, yeah, okay, I'm going to start taking action, I'm going to do it, what would you say?
So first of all, if you have an idea and you think it's good, don't care about what the other people have to say. So if you maybe want to be an actor, maybe a singer, just go for it, man, and start training. Don't really care about what other people think, because it doesn't really matter. Sometimes it comes from jealousy, and sometimes it comes from actual critique. But I just find that to be most times useless unless it's really good critique. And be bold, be courageous, be strong. Those are my three final words.
I love it, man. I think it's amazing. Thank you so much for coming on here and sharing your ideas and talking.
For inviting me, dude. Thanks, Josh. Dude, I watched basically all your videos, and I've really enjoyed the charismatic advice you give to teens.
Thank you, man. I'm happy that it's helpful. Hey, guys, this is Shervin. I'm going to link up all his social media and everything here. You should definitely go check him out, see what he has to offer. He's someone you should pay attention to, because in the next few years, he's going to be all over the place. Everyone's going to know his name. Thank you again, Shervin, for coming on here. I love talking to you. This was great. And guys, I'll catch you next time. As always, love and peace.